Welcome to our latest discussion on wealth building, where we delve into the challenging journey of accumulating your first $100,000. Famous billionaire investor and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, Charlie Munger, believes that the first $100,000 is the hardest to save, and he's not alone in this belief. Many successful wealth builders agree, often comparing it to the challenge of making your first million. Once you've reached $100,000, the next milestones seem to come much faster. Before you know it, you're at $200,000, then $300,000, and so on. Reaching $1 million suddenly feels within reach, taking much less time than the first 100,000. This can be very reassuring for those of us who feel our wealth is growing slower than we'd like. Don't worry, it will get easier. Let's explore why it takes such a disproportionately long time to reach that first $100,000 and discuss some strategies to speed up the process and get rich quicker. One barrier many face is the challenge of starting to invest. It might seem like a secondary priority, but before you know it, retirement will be upon us. So, start now. How many people do you know who say they'd invest if only they had more money? Saying you'll invest when you have more money is like saying you'll add wood to a fire once it starts burning. You don't invest because you have too much money. You invest because you want more money. Risk is also a common excuse. Most of us know someone who thinks investing is too risky and avoids it altogether. Like many things in life, taking the first step is the hardest. When the goal seems far away, it's easy to put something off for a future day. Reaching that first $100,000 requires heavy lifting, meaning most of the money needs to be personally invested by you. Once your portfolio reaches a considerable amount, compound interest starts to work wonders. While the percentage returns might not necessarily increase, the returns in dollars become much larger. For example, a 10% return on a $5,000 investment is only $500, not life-changing and something that could be earned by working a few extra hours now and then. But a 10% return on a $100,000 investment is $10,000, a significant amount that can start replacing your salary. Once you reach $1 million, a 10% annual return is $100,000, a substantial sum that exceeds what many people earn from their jobs. Seeing this huge growth is exciting. People say that when their portfolio reaches $100,000, they can really see the progress of their investments. Once the snowball starts rolling, the growth rate accelerates. As your portfolio grows, you'll become more excited and motivated to find ways to grow it faster, whether by increasing your income to contribute more to your investments or seeking better returns to speed up growth. Instead of spending $100 on a night out, you might think twice. Realizing the power of compound interest will make you consider your purchases more carefully. Understanding how much $100 can grow and reward you continuously. If you spend $100 on a night out, that money is gone forever. If you had invested it, it could have earned you $10 the first year, $11 the next, and so on. While $100 isn't a huge sum, it's the habit of saving that allows you to accumulate funds to invest. As you become wealthier, you have more options in life, and this becomes more evident when you have $100,000 saved. There are many things a paycheck-to-paycheck person can't do. If you have the opportunity to take another job with potentially higher earnings or more room for improvement but the pay isn't stable, your savings give you the security to take that risk. Your job might pay $50,000 a year, but if an opportunity arises that could potentially pay $100,000 a year but is commission-based, you're covered if you've invested beforehand. This kind of risk isn't possible for those living paycheck to paycheck. Or, if you've always wanted to start a business but never had the capital, reaching $100,000 in savings can make that dream a reality. If extraordinary opportunities arise in real estate and you have the chance to buy a house well below market value, it would be a big risk without savings, but a worthwhile risk if you have investment earnings to fall back on. While it's not always ideal to cash out investments, the fact is, you have the option if needed, or if a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity arises. Having only a bit of saved money is much more limited in what it can do. Think of it like this. When your savings grow, so do your options. Having more money in the bank isn't just about security. It opens doors to bigger and potentially more rewarding risks. For example, imagine you spot a promising startup or a new business idea. With a substantial savings cushion, You can afford to invest in these higher risk, higher reward opportunities without the fear of financial ruin. It's about having the freedom to take chances that could lead to substantial gains. Moreover, having a healthy financial buffer means you can explore investments that may not pay off immediately but have long-term growth potential. You can think about putting money into things like real estate or long-term stock investments, which might take a while to mature but can pay off handsomely in the future. The key is that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Instead, you're diversifying your portfolio, spreading the risk, and increasing your chances of hitting a financial home run. In addition, with more money saved, you can afford to be patient. You don't have to jump at every opportunity. You can wait for the right one that aligns with your goals and risk tolerance. This patience often leads to better decision-making and more strategic investments. And let's not forget about the psychological benefits. Knowing that you have a financial safety net can give you the peace of mind to take calculated risks. You'll be more focused on the potential gains rather than worrying about losing your investment. This positive mindset can be a game changer in how you approach wealth building. In essence, building your savings is more than just accumulating money. It's about empowering yourself to make bolder financial moves, exploring avenues that were previously out of reach, and setting the stage for significant wealth growth. So, as you work towards your financial goals, remember that each dollar saved is a step towards greater financial freedom and the exciting opportunities that come with it. If you're still working towards the $100,000 milestone, there are many ways to accelerate the process. Focus on increasing your savings amount. This is the best way to speed up the process. To regularly save more money, you need to increase your income. This can be done with another job on weekends or a few evenings a week, and the extra money can go directly into savings. Consider starting a side business for extra income and be mindful of unnecessary expenses. Do you really want to spend $100 on a dinner out, or would you rather save it for special occasions and save more? Remember, watching pennies like this is only temporary until you reach your goal and can relax a bit. Avoid hefty payments for vehicles that aren't necessary, as these expenses are one of the most common reasons people never reach $100,000, let alone $1 million. Once you're familiar with the saving and investing process, it will be easier to continue what you're doing when you accumulate a significant amount of money. You'll be used to finding ways to earn extra money and save it, used to being more frugal with your purchases, and considering whether they're necessary or if it would be more rewarding to invest in savings. You'll also be comfortable with risk in the investment process and might even learn to take advantage of it. Once you reach the $100,000 threshold, you can ease off the accelerator a bit, even though the first million is the next milestone. It becomes easier because most of your investments will likely be the result of compound interest. The next time you stress about the difficulty in increasing your net worth, know that it becomes easier and more rewarding over time. If you enjoyed the video, do subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one.